Nate, the nicest Newt. Nate is a very nice Newt. Nate, you are the nicest Newt. Nate brings his father the newspapers. How nice, Nate. Thank you. Nate helps his neighbors. Nate, you are a very nice neighbor. Nate is never noisy when his mother is working. Shh, noisy Newts are not very nice. At noon, Nate neatly folds his napkins for lunch. What's for lunch? Noodle casserole and nectarines. After lunch, Nate tucks his 9 brothers in for naps. Have a nice nap. Nate helps his sister learn her numbers. Look, Nate, 9 nuts. Nate always keeps his room neat. Nice job, Nate. Nate loans his friend Natalie a nickel so she can buy a new necklace. Nate, you are a very nice friend. Being nice can make a Newt hungry. Nate needs a snack. He sees a cake that Nana Newt has made for dessert. Nobody will mind if I have a nibble. Nate nibbles and nibbles on the cake. Soon, there is none left. Oh no, that wasn't very nice. Sometimes, even nice Newts are naughty. Nate, you have frosting on your nose. How many things can you find that begin with the letter N? N cheer. N is for Newt, noodle, and nose. N is for Neil to sew torn clothes. N is for newspaper, nut, nail, and nest. And it's for nap when you need to rest. Hooray for N, big and small, the niftiest, neatest letter of all. Olive the octopus's day of juggling. Olive is an octopus. She lives in the ocean. Olive dreams of becoming a juggler. She practices around the clock. At 1 o'clock, Olive juggles an onion. On 2 o'clock, Olive juggles an onion and an old pair of overalls. At 3 o'clock, Olive adds an owl and an oak tree. 4 o'clock, Olive adds an orangutan. At 5 o'clock, Olive adds an orange alien from outer space. At 6 o'clock, Olive adds an entire orchestra. At 7 o'clock, Olive gets oh so sleepy and oops! Down come the onion, and the old pair of overalls, and the owl in the oak tree, and the orangutan, and the orange alien from outer space, and even the entire orchestra on Olive's head. Ouch! Now, Olive dreams of becoming an organist. She still practices around the clock. Oh well. How many things do you find that begin with the letter O? O cheer. O is for octopus who lives in the sea. O is for owl high in a tree. O is for overalls and oars for boat. O is for ostrich, orange and oat. Hooray for O, big and small, the most outstanding letter of all. The 3 little pigs picnic. Penny, Polly, and Peter were planning a picnic. What shall we pack in our picnic basket? Says Penny. Pete looked in the pantry. Let's pack some peaches, said Peter. A peachy idea, said Polly. Lame joke. Are they ripe? Asked Penny. Perhaps we should taste them first, said Polly. And they did. Perfect, said Penny. Let's pack pickles, said Peter. Perhaps we should taste the pickles too, said Polly. And they did. Pickle-licious, said Peter. Not as good as Pinkalicious, but still. And whatever happened to Peterific? Peter made some peanut butter and jelly and potato chip sandwiches. Would you like to taste them? Peter asked Penny and Polly. Yes, please, said Penny and Polly. And they did. Perhaps we should taste some pasta salads. Pack some pasta salads, said Polly. And pears and plums, said Penny. And pumpkin pie, said Peter. Of course, Penny, Polly, and Peter tasted everything first. Before long, the pantry was empty, but so was the picnic basket. Penny, Polly, and Peter were puzzled. "That's peculiar," said Peter. "I guess we'll have to put off our picnic," said Polly. "We could order pizza instead," said Polly. And they did. Pizza! How many things can you find that begin with the letter P? P cheer. P's for pickle, pig, pickles, and pot. P's for pizza, gooey and hot. P's for pancakes piled up high. P's for puppy, popcorn, and pie. Hooray for B, big and small. Peachiest, peppiest letter of all. Lame Joe. The Quiet Quail. Quincy is a quiet quail. He likes to do quiet things. Quincy likes to snuggle with his favorite quilt and listen to the quiet pitter-pat of the rain. Quincy likes to sit quietly and read. Quincy likes to take quiet walks. Quincy meets his friend Dottie Duck. Dottie is not very quiet. In fact, Dottie's quite loud. "Quack, quack, quack! Hi, Quincy! Quack, quack!" says Dottie. "Hello, Dottie." "Oh, Dottie," whispers the quiet quill. Quincy and Dottie sit in a park. "Quack, quack, 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 quack!" shouts Dottie. "What a beautiful day! Quack, quack!" Dottie quacks and quacks till poor Quincy's head hurts. "Dottie, please quit quacking," says Quincy, but Dottie is quacking so loudly she does not hear the quiet quail. Quincy decides to go for a swim to drown out Dottie's quacking. He spreads his quilt on the grass and jumps in the pond. Suddenly, Queenie the dog trots by. She grabs Quincy's quilt and runs away. "My quilt!" cries Quincy. "Someone stop Queenie!" But Quincy's voice is too quiet. No one. Queenie runs past Dottie. "That's Queenie's quilt!" quacks Dottie. "Catch Queenie, quick!" The other animals hear Dottie's loud quacking. They chase Queenie. Queenie's quick, but the other animals are quicker. They snatch Quincy's quilt back for Queenie's teeth. They give the quilt back to Quincy. Quincy thanks all the animals for rescuing his quilt, especially Dottie. "Your loud quacking saved the day," Quincy tells Dottie, and for once the quiet quail is happy to have such a noisy friend. How many fine things can you find that begin with the letter Q? Q cheer. Q's for quail on the quilt for your bed. Q's for queen with a crown on her head. Q's for quack and a quarter spend. Q's for a quarrel you have with a friend. Hooray for Q, big and small, the quaintest, quirkiest letter of all. Rosie Rabbit's radish. Rosie Rabbit has a radish. Rosie takes good care of a radish. She rakes the ground around it. She removes rocks. Rosie rakes and rakes, even in the rain. She does not rest. "Come for a ride," says Rick Rooster. "Let's roller skate," says Ree Raccoon. But Rosie would rather take care of her radish. At night, Rosie sits in her rocking chair. She reads the radish and plays the radio. The radish grows and grows. Big, big. Soon the radish is ripe. It's ready to be picked. Rosie ties a rope around the radish. Rick and Rita help her pull up the radish root. What a rare radish! It's round and really big. It's as red as a ruby. It's as high as a ruby. Rita and Rick help Rosie roll the radish down the road. What will Rosie do with her radish? She will take it to a fair and win a blue ribbon. Rah, rah, Rosie! How many things can you find that begin with the letter R? R cheer. R's for rabbit, radish, and rose. R's for ribbon and the rooster that crows. R's for run, rope, rock, and red. R's for raindrops that fall on your head. Hooray for R, big and small, the most remarkable letter of all. Seal's Silly Sandwich. On Sunday, Seal invited his friends for supper. "What's for supper?" said Snail. "I'm serving a sandwich," said Seal. Seal put some sardines on a slice of bread. "Sardines in a sandwich?" said Snail. "That's silly." Next, Seal adds some stew. "Stew in a sandwich?" said Sloth. "That's silly." Next, Seal adds some spaghetti. "Lots of spaghetti in a sandwich," said Snake. "That's silly." Next, Seal adds some spinach. "Spinach in a sandwich?" said Salamander. "That's silly." Next, Seal adds some scrambled eggs and ham. "Scrambled eggs and ham in a sandwich?" says Skunk. "That's silly." Next, Seal adds 6 scoops of strawberry ice cream. "Strawberry ice cream in a sandwich?" says Spider. "That's silly." Next, Seal adds some salsa and some maple syrup. "Salsa and syrup in a sandwich?" said Squirrel. "That's silly." "Who's ready for a slice of my sandwich?" said Seal. "No thanks," said Snail, Sloth, Snake, Salamander, Skunk, Spider, and Squirrel. "That sandwich is just too silly." But Seal didn't think his sandwich was silly at all. He thought it was scrumptious. How many things can you find that begin with the letter S? S cheer. S is for Spider, Snake, Snail, and Seal. S is for a super-sized sandwich meal. S is for sailboat, smile and sing. S is for lots of spaghetti, seesaw and swing. Hooray for S, big and small, the most sensational letter of all. When Tilly Turtle came to tea. When Tilly Turtle came to tea, she took a taxi to the tree where the party was to be. When Tilly Turtle came to tea. When Tilly Turtle came to tea, she arrived on time at 3, looking pretty as can be. When Tilly Turtle came to tea. "I like your hat." "Thank you." When Tilly Turtle came to tea, there were tiny teacups set for 3, and toast and tarts beneath the tree. When Tilly Turtle came to tea. When Tilly Turtle came to tea, her friends Tiger, Toad, and she told tall tales and laughed with glee. When Tilly Turtle came to tea. When Tilly Turtle came to tea, she laughed so hard she could not see, and tipped the table with a knee. When Tilly Turtle came to tea. When Tilly Turtle came to tea, the teacups tumbled. Oh dear me, what a terrible sight to see! When Tilly Turtle came to tea. When Tilly Turtle came to tea, she told her friends, "Please pardon me for the topsy-turvy mess you see." When Tilly Turtle came to tea. When Tilly Turtle came to tea, she said, "If you'll both agree, please put the tablecloth on me." When Tilly Turtle came to tea. When Tilly Turtle came to tea, she saved the party cheerfully. She turned into a table, see? When Tilly Turtle came to tea. How many things can you find that begin with the letter T? T cheer. T is for turtle, tiger, and toad. T is for taxi driving down the road. T is for table and telephone booth. T is for teacup, tickle, and tooth. Hooray for T, big and small, the most totally terrific letter of all.